During the post-millennial era, the Tibetans attained several qualities that are sociologically extraordinary. These qualities are not present in most other Asian or indeed any nations, and some of them are not that prevalent even today. They gradually lost most interest in their ancestors, number one, and they did not maintain any ancestral rituals and as people still do in ancient India, China, Africa, and perhaps Boston or Memphis. This is the direct result of the sense of karmic evolution theory being made common sense in the culture, since an ancestor is more likely to be reborn as another fellow being nearby around oneself, alive today, rather than sitting in some imagined ancestral realm waiting for pious thoughts and offerings of tea and cookies. Over that millennium, they had long lost their taste for war, journeys of conquest, and their focus on material development, considering the accumulation of even vast treasures a bit of a waste of time. In the longer term, a useless enterprise, since death would deprive them soon enough of the benefit. So like Bill Gates and other oligarchs in America, they are into making foundations and giving their wealth away before they even go, because they know that they are not going to be able to keep it forever. There is a customary joke in Tibet, often used to respond to "how are you?" where another can say "mashizamla," literally meaning just barely not dead. This is greeted with amusement and appreciation, and not horror or a sense of some rude shattering of people's living in denial of death. Tibetans like to travel to holy places on long pilgrimages, of course, doing business on the way, selling provisions and relics to other pilgrims. They became very conscious of immediate presence of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas around them as deities and angels and other spiritual beings that help humans. They even turned to other humans seen as holy reincarnations, consciously choosing to be reborn among themselves and other struggling humans to teach them the way to enlightenment and lead their society. This reincarnation institution being unique among the many Buddhist societies of Asia, although all of them do believe also that everyone can't avoid getting reborn. It is on account of these three qualities: universalization of ancestor feelings, 2, loss of taste for war, and 3, sense of immanence of enlightened beings, that one can say correctly that Tibetans in general became particularly spiritual among peoples. This is not the same as saying they are all perfectly enlightened, without any faults, ideal persons such as those who might inhabit a fairyland Shangri-La. Not at all. They are human, like all people, with many faults and many problems. Putting into practice, however, their teachings and their taming disciplines with a healthy fear of rebirth in hells or other horrible evolutionary destinies. They are also egotistical, in fact, grand individualists for the most part, people of mountainous and solitary terrains. But when they do think I, what they identify, even without much analysis, is their super subtle soul, not so much their body. For it is common lore that the subtle soul and its energy body, which is sort of like the body you have in a dream when you are aware of your body in a dream, and are not just a point of experience, that subtle body are what takes rebirth, not the coarse body, which the vultures wait hungrily to eat. As you know, the Tibetans have the fairly unique cultural habit of offering their bodies to be dismembered and offered to vultures, rather than buried or cremated in many cases. Therefore, they have put the same kind of, because of their interest, therefore, in the inner life that the Tibetans have, they have put the same kind of ingenuity into understanding the inner processes of dying and living with good qualities as materialistic peoples have put into understanding the outer environment.